Welcome. My name is Stephen Mead with Domicile Real Estate. I'm an architectural and unique home expert here in Southern California, and I'm standing in Placentia, California today because I'm going to answer the most commonly asked question we get from people who love architectural homes. And that is this: what if I can't afford my dream home? What options are available to me? Where are the cool and awesome entry-level homes? And today, we're going to answer that question with this home here in Placentia. I'm super excited to show it to you. Let's get started. I want to show you the front facade of this home, which is actually pretty cool. You've got this unique and varied roof line. And this home here was developed by a company called Broadmoor. And Broadmoor built homes similar to this throughout Orange County. They built them here in Placentia, they built them in Orange, they built them in San Clemente, and they built them in Tustin. And so I'm going to kind of look up here. You've got this dramatic front entryway. And this is a hallmark of the Broadmoor designs. They will have this almost recessed entryway away from the street, just like this. So even though these homes are on 6,000 square foot lots, which is about average size for the late 1960s, you have this private entry. And I think this is one of my favorite parts of the home, is this dramatic foyer. Now, this house is 1,267 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. You've got these dramatic tall ceilings. We've got a unique bridge element. I'll show you that in a second. One of the things that I love about this home is what I call a split wing design. So this means that the primary suite and the secondary bedrooms are separated. So we do have 3 bedrooms and 2 baths, 2 of the bedrooms and 1 bath on this side of the house. So I'll take you through. This is the front bedroom. And within this front bedroom, you have like a really nice window that looks out on the street. I've always thought this would make like a great guest bedroom or possibly even an office. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the secret here in our next bedroom. When you come into this one, you'll see something through here. This is not the backyard. This bedroom actually opens up onto an atrium space. And so we'll take a look at that in a second, because honestly, atrium spaces are pretty freaking awesome. And I think if you thought you had to spend $2 million or more on an Eichler to get one, you're wrong, you don't. This is the bathroom. So this bathroom and this whole home have been recently renovated. Got new vanity, all new tiled shower, new bath hardware, new recessed lights. So if we go back into this foyer space, you've got this dramatic tall ceiling, you've got closets for storage, and you've got this space that kind of leads you into the home. I mean, I just love how dramatic the design is for a 1,267 square foot house. And you've got this almost like bridge element that goes over, and it acts as a bit of a gateway into the main living spaces. So we're going to take you through the atrium, and this isn't a huge atrium. So if you're used to an Eichler atrium, this one's going to be a little bit smaller, but I still think this is a great opportunity to do something sheltered from the weather. Maybe this is a Zen meditation space. Maybe there is a water feature that you add in here. It's sheltered from the wind. So really there's a lot of opportunities that you could do with this kind of a space. And I like that it's not overwhelming. You know, unlike an Eichler atrium where there's really a lot of work to do if you want to make something cool, this isn't a huge space. I'd say it's approximately 8 by 11 feet, maybe, is what I would call it. So this is our main living area. And I love that they've continued this kind of almost like a ledge or soffit motif. So we'll show the whole thing in a second. But we've got dramatic tall ceilings. We've got 2 skylights. And this is a really good sized space for a home of this size. I'm walking over here because I want to turn around to really give you the complete view of this home. And you can really get an idea of just how dramatic this space is when you take a look at this. This is one of my favorite views of the house, is looking back towards this front door. And that's kind of a hallmark of the design of this home, I think, is that you've got sort of these design elements that maybe you'd find in a much larger, more expensive home. So I'm going to take you to the primary suite, and this home was built in 1969. And 1969 was really a cool time frame for Southern California builders, because they were really starting to shy away from that typical 1950s sort of tract home design, and you saw a lot of experimentation. And when we head onto the yard, I'll tell you one of the really unique features of this home. So this is a king size bed, and there is plenty of room in this bedroom. I mean, I'm gonna stand back here so you can kind of get an idea of just how big this space really is. I mean, it's actually a pretty dramatic bedroom. So I'll take you through. This is our vanity area. We've got dual vanities, and then we have a separate area here. Again, a fully tiled shower, new toilet. We've got new LVP flooring throughout, new recessed lights throughout. The HVAC system is newer. This home has had all those infrastructure improvements done to it. So I'll take you through the kitchen and the dining room area, and you'll see that our dramatic tall ceilings continue. I am a sucker for having tall spaces in dining rooms. I absolutely love this. And this is a really good sized kitchen and dining room for a home of this size. They've redone this with these kind of, I would say, dark cinnamon style cabinets and a quartz countertop. I think one of the things I really like about this house is that this gives you an opportunity to not have to spend money when you walk in here. And, we honestly haven't even talked about the price yet of this house. I'm actually gonna come out here and I'll kind of give you some thoughts and some context on that real quick. So let me spin us around. So I started this off by saying, how do we answer the question, what do you do if you can't afford your dream home? And recently, about a month ago, an Eichler home in Fairhaven closed at $2.3 million. The home I am standing in right now, which is super cool, I believe it has something like 5 or 6 sets of sliding glass doors that go outside. This home is priced under $1 million. And that doesn't mean you're never going to buy an Eichler home. This isn't meant to be as a replacement. But if you like those kinds of features, if you want a home with an atrium, which by the way is a pretty small percentage of homes that are available and that were built in the market, you can get into a home like this for a lot less money. And I also really like a lot of things about this house because I think they've done the infrastructure work. They've done a lot of the things that aren't exactly fun, and they've left a lot of the more fun things, personal touches, ways to add accent walls, ways to add more bespoke features to a home like this. I think there's a lot left in it. So it's really the best of both worlds. You don't have to have a lot of money to come into a home like this, but you also don't have to spend a lot of money when you get here, and you still have an opportunity to make it your own. But let's go ahead and take a look outside, and I'll talk about one of the other unique features of this home. All right, so I'm gonna take us outside to a side yard space, and I'm doing that on purpose and not going into the backyard first. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I think it's important to talk about one of the unique features of this home. So we're gonna walk to basically towards the front of the property so you can really start to get kind of a holistic view. If you have toured homes in Southern California, one of the things you'll notice is that the side yards are tiny. Most homes in Southern California will have a 5-foot setback on each side. Well, Broadmoor was a developer that wanted to do something unique with that. So they started developing something they called the patio home concept. Now, you might hear these called zero lot line homes. And what this means is that instead of getting 2 little tiny side yards, you actually get 1 large side yard. And that way it's actually usable space instead of 2 little sort of, I guess, narrow walkways that aren't really good for very much. So we're looking back towards the front, and we're looking back towards the house here. You'll notice on this side that you see a stucco wall. This stucco wall is actually the wall of the home next door. And so if you go over, and we're following through our backyard here, which by the way, this is a pretty good sized yard, where it's 6,000 square feet. And again, because it's that patio home concept, it gives you a lot more usable space than you would normally get with a 6,000 square foot lot. And so you'll see there's a wall here right on the edge, and that means this actually forms the wall of the neighboring home. So your home goes right up to the edge on that one side of the lot. And by doing that, you really get a much more efficient, I mean, look at how much space that we have in this backyard for a 6,000 square foot lot home. Look at how much side yard we have with a 6,000 square foot home. This really is something that is a bit different and a bit unique. And I love this developer's homes. I love the ones in Tustin. I love the ones that are located out in San Clemente. This builder really did a lot of things in forward thinking when designing a home like this. So I want to take you back inside. We're going to walk back in the living room because I want to give you some of my final thoughts on a house like this. Who is this home for? Why is it here? And who do I think really is the perfect buyer for a house like this? So I'm going to go ahead. I want to set a backdrop of the front door because I think it looks cool. And let me give you my final thoughts. Alrighty, so we've just toured this home. It's located in Placentia, under $1 million. This really is a great opportunity for somebody who doesn't have a lot of spare cash. If you're the kind of person, you have a healthy income, but you don't have a lot of money. You have a lot of great ideas to do cool things, you know, looking for a home that you can move into today that has great bones. And that's one of the problems, right? Is that sometimes I have to be realistic with clients. Sometimes I have to tell them a hard truth that maybe if they are expecting their first child and they are both partners in a law firm, that a complete fixer-upper is not the right move for them. This is an answer to that problem. This is a home that, yes, admittedly, it does feel a little generic in its styling, but I look at that as a plus. This is a blank canvas. It is a great set of bones to start with. You have a lot of unique architectural qualities in a home like this. It's just waiting for someone to do those bespoke details that are going to truly make it special. Now, what are those details? Well, I think you've got a lot of blank walls in this home. I think there's an opportunity to add in some unique textures. I think there's some opportunities in the landscape, and probably the best opportunity in this house is that atrium space. I think that could be something really cool, really unique, and a real showstopper. It just needs someone to have a little bit of vision and not even that much money to make it work. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. If you love architectural and unique homes in Southern California and you'd like to own one yourself or you have one to sell, absolutely, we would love to help you. I also want to give a special thanks to our listing agent who has given us an opportunity to come through and share this home with you, owner ITAC with Pacific Sterling Realty. He's actually the owner and investor on this home. He let us come in, give you a tour, give you our take. But once again, if there's anything we can help you with, if you'd like to take a private tour or hear some of our private thoughts on a home like this, absolutely reach out to us. We would love to help you. There is communication information and links in the description below. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again real soon.